No matter where you were in the country yesterday, if you were in court for something related to Donald Trump, you had a very, very bad day. We already talked about Lindsey Graham having a bad day. We talked about Donald Trump's tax fraud trial, which completely went off the rails on its first day. But also yesterday, Rudy Giuliani, Donald Trump's one-time lawyer, was told by a judge that he cannot escape the defamation lawsuit filed against him by 2 election workers in the state of Georgia. The 2 election workers we have talked about plenty of times in the past. It is a mother and daughter who were working as election workers. And Rudy Giuliani, had come out, when they were contesting everything and saying, oh, look at all the fraud. They pointed specifically to Georgia. He accused these 2 women in particular of somehow creating new ballots, right? They did something, they're engaged in the fraud. It's these 2 women down here in Georgia. They're the ones doing it. And of course, there was no evidence to back any of it up because it didn't happen. So the 2 women filed their defamation lawsuit against Rudy Giuliani. He has been working tirelessly to get it thrown out of court. And yesterday, a federal judge said, no, you're a public figure. You said false things about these women. You had no evidence to back it up. These women were not public figures. They have evidence that shows that you have caused them harm. This lawsuit can go forward. Now, of course, the judge did not rule on the merits of the case. He did not say, Giuliani, you did this with actual malice. He didn't talk about intent. He just said, you said things. Those things weren't true. These women suffered. They meet every possible criteria for filing the lawsuit. Not necessarily for winning. In order to win it, they will have to prove that Giuliani knew these claims were false, which I think they're going to very easily be able to do, especially now because now that the judge has said, Rudy, you cannot escape this lawsuit, it immediately goes into the discovery phase, which means the lawyers for these 2 women in Georgia can now start requesting documents from Rudy Giuliani. They can get text messages, they can get emails, they can get all sorts of election-related materials that Rudy Giuliani, I don't know why I got Lindsey Graham on the brain. I guess because he's having problems in Georgia too. But anyway, everything Giuliani has related to what's happening in Georgia, related to the claims he made about these 2 women, it's now up for grabs. This federal judge says you're not getting out of it. Giuliani could, of course, appeal this to the United States Supreme Court, but I don't think he's going to have any kind of a different outcome there either. They're not ruling on the merits. Again, this is not about whether or not he did it or didn't. It's about whether or not these women meet the criteria to file a defamation lawsuit. And so far, nobody's been able to show that they don't meet those criteria. I don't think the Supreme Court would rule any differently. Giuliani is going to face this lawsuit while he's also still under investigation for many, many other things in many different areas, and while he's also still facing the defamation lawsuit from Dominion Voting Systems. I believe he's also in on the one against that Smartmatic filed. So he's got a lot of lawsuits. He's got a lot of problems, and he hasn't been able to escape a single one of them.
This is Hattie. Hattie wants to know why you have not subscribed to our channel. You obviously like our videos, so do us a favor and subscribe.